Hey guys, Dudeus here, bringing you some Delta Force actually, but in a different kind of video. Yeah, I want to talk about Delta Force, and why I will not be playing this game anymore. There's a lot of reasons for it, and but it basically boils down to the game is just really not for me. Um, in the footage in the background, you'll see that I'll be using the M14. Marksman rifle, which is full auto, so it's basically just an assault rifle at this point, and it's actually my favourite gun. But that's about it. That's the only thing I really enjoyed about Delta Force. There is just a lot of stuff in the game which I don't quite agree with, such as it just takes so long to unlock a lot of the attachments. It feels like a chore to play. Like there's just so much like stuff you have to dance around to unlock new operators, to unlock weapons, and it just doesn't feel good to play. That's just my personal experience though, of course. And again, with like a lot of the news coming out about this game, about the new operator in this season 2, and they're just adding a lot of stuff which I just don't really like. There's like thermal optics which can see through smoke. Smoke is already a massive problem, and you're already wall hacked by Lunar Arrow, which is another problem in itself. But then again, just the design of the game, its operators are just so spammy, and a lot of the things they can do, that it just becomes like a spam fest. Like, you rarely die to people shooting at you, and if you do, they're shooting at you from like 150 meters away with pinpoint accuracy because the gunplay is just so dumb. Yeah, I really wanted to like this game, and I don't know why, because the beta and alpha were actually really good. I enjoyed them a lot, but the release of the game just feels off, and it could just be due to the matchmaking system in this game. Like, there's some skill-based matchmaking in the game, even though they've come out and said, oh no, there is no skill-based matchmaking. That's not what I have encountered. It's not what a lot of other people have encountered, and you shouldn't be waiting 3 to 6 minutes for a match when there's like 100,000 people playing, and just end up having to like sweat your balls off every game. It's just not for me. So this is probably my last ever Delta Force video, you'll see, and it's kind of a shame. Maybe I'll come back to it if they actually do some decent changes to the game, but right now I'm sticking with 2042, which is in itself is got its own set of problems. The game's kind of 3 years old, there's nothing really new to go there. I'm just kind of waiting for the next Battlefield game to be revealed in some capacity. We know that it's going to be releasing this year at some point, so they should actually start giving some information about that like real soon, because they wanted to do some community testing and stuff. They've already stated that, so I mean, the game's going to come out maybe at the end of this year, October, November time, so they have like, what, 10 months. That's really not a lot of time when you take into consideration development stuff. And if they want feedback and to act on that feedback, they're going to really need to actually pull something out relatively soon. So hopefully we hear something like that maybe at the end of January, or at least in February. Just some information, get the kind of hype rolling. I am very much looking forward to Battlefield 2025. I'm counting on it to be a good game. We can't really have another Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 2042, to be honest, and the game needs to launch in a decent state and be fun. That's the main thing. Like, a lot of games these days just aren't really fun to play anymore, and going back to the Delta Force, that's kind of why I stopped playing. It felt like I was mainly logging on, doing daily missions, which were kind of not how I wanted to play, and you can obviously re-roll them but only once, and it's just I don't know. I work full-time. A lot of people don't know that, so working full-time and then going to play a game, I just want to sit down and have fun, and you just can't do that with Delta Force. I could do it much better with Battlefield, because it's just a game you can jump in, play a few games and jump out with no hassle. You don't have to worry about falling behind and unlocking things and blah blah blah. But that's gonna be basically my little rant for today. But yeah, there'll still be content on this channel, just no Delta Force for the time being. And yeah, I hope you all have a good time, and I will hopefully catch you in the next one, and enjoy the rest of the clips with the M14, and I'll catch you later. Bye.
Deploying sonic trap. Drone up, sonics activated. Good, they got shocked.